I'm Guru, your Developer Relations Lead at Codex. Today, I'll be introducing you to Codex Desktop, a desktop app that I built to help you use Codex in the simplest possible way. Imagine a torrent desktop app, similar to BitTorrent, but powered by a decentralized and censorship-resistant ethos of Web3. That's Codex Desktop. Once you download and get your Codex Desktop up and running, you will be seeing a screen similar to this. You can get started by pressing the next button, which guides you through the software disclaimer, after which you will be asked to select a data directory, which is already selected in my case. And you will be asked to select a downloads directory where all your files from the Codex Desktop will be downloaded. And in my case, I'll be proceeding with the default downloads directory. And you will be asked to fill a couple of information like your preferred listening, discovery, and API ports, along with a storage quota about the amount of storage that you wish to allocate for your Codex node. I'll be proceeding with the defaults again, and that's pretty much it. You will be having your Codex node configured and ready to run. All right, so here's the exciting part. Let me press the power button on the top right, which should start a Codex node in a matter of few seconds. And it usually takes a bit of time on your first run, but you should have it up and running in a few moments. Voila. You will have an interface similar to this without any recent files, and you can also see that there's an issue which shows up over here, which is related to port forwarding. You will have to forward your ports if you wish to use your local node, and this demonstrates the peak decentralization which Codex gives you by directly allowing you to interact with the other nodes rather than using any kind of relay in between. But if you want to use it in a more easier way, head over to the settings menu over here, and you should be able to see the Codex node option. And you can head over to the remote node where you can use a remote Codex node that you run on a decentralized compute like Akash or DApp node. And in my case, I already have it configured over here. I have my endpoint URL and a simple auth username and password configured. But I will make sure to include a remote node along with the app so you don't have to enter this by default. So yeah, once you have that done, once you select remote node as your preference, you can go back to your homepage and you can see that the issue is now gone. Let's try to upload a file into Codex using the desktop app. Press on the upload files button over here, and this should ask you for your file. And let me select the cat file that I have on my desktop. It's a PNG image, and within a matter of seconds, I can see that the file is now uploaded into Codex. So if you want to share this file with others, you can simply copy the CID and give it to other folks. And so imagine you have a friend who wants to send you a file. All you have to do is to get the CID for the file, which in my case is going to be this one that I have it copied on my clipboard. I'm going to paste it over here in the search and press enter. It should show me the file because this is being seeded by my friend and could also include other nodes who are seeding it on the network. But in my case, I'm going to download it. But just to show you, you also have the same file that you search over here in your dashboard. And you can simply press the download button over here to download it. And this will be getting the file downloaded on your default downloads directory. Let me check my default downloads directory, which is on my desktop, the downloads folder. And yeah, you can see that the file is now downloaded. Remember, Codex is a peer-to-peer network, and this is very much similar to torrent in the sense of seeding. So if you want a file to be deleted out of the network, this is simply not possible because the file can be accessed by other peers who make a copy of it as a part of the seeding process. But if you want your file to be deleted from your local node, that's possible by pressing the stop seeding button. And node contents shows all the files that are available in your node. In my case, I'm using a remote node, so there's a lot more files in it. Currently, our node is connected to 43 peers all around the world. And for your kind information, these are DHT peers at this point, but we will be updating this with active peers in the future versions of Codex Desktop. But you can see all your DHT peer information below, and you can also see your information about your local node and your listening and discovery addresses, along with your version of Codex binary, the smart contract that is being used for Marketplace, which is currently not integrated with the Codex desktop app. But we will be allowing users to persist data in the future, where if you want to use a data to be persisted, you can simply use the Codex Marketplace to pay for it, and we will make sure that the data is available for a certain period of time that you select. So that's pretty much about the desktop app. This can help users use Codex in a very similar way, similar to Torrent. Codex Desktop is completely open source, meaning that you can contribute to the code base and be a part of the Codex community. And if you have any feature requests, please feel free to create an issue in the repository, and we are happy to help you and hear your feedback about Codex Desktop. Thank you, and join the Codex Discord to stay connected.